Good morning, comrades. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Nürburgring here at Apex, and welcome to a very exciting video because we will be going out for a lap in our BMW M4. It's one of our oldest cars. We had it since 2017. Back in September 2017, I also managed to crash it. I was the first one to crash this car. So everyone after that had no worries about being too gentle because it's a rental. Now, we've done already multiple videos with this car, of course, over the course of the years. Over winter it has received a full overhaul of the suspension and some drivetrain, etc. What you need to know is the engine is stock. It does not have a crank hub upgrade to all the US audience. No, it's fully stock and it has survived. It's on its second engine because someone blew it up by going over the curb, tearing off the oil cooler and therefore leaking the oil, and because of the oil starvation. So not because of the crank hub issue or whatsoever. Running stock brake calipers with endless pads MA45B, stock discs as well, Project wheels, Nike and Air 1 tires. It has also Miltech exhaust at the rear and some kinematic changes and some solid mounts, and most importantly the diff lift kit. And that lift kit is also solid, and therefore the noise that you will be hearing is coming from a differential. It does not have the straight cut gears or supercharger whine. I don't know how many other questions or explanations we heard from people. Now, because of that, we'll be going out for a lap and using our new gear. What does this mean? So usually I shoot on GoPros. This is my main camera pointing outside with an ND filter and medium mod attached to it. The camera itself is around 370 or 380 euros if you buy it as a subscriber of a GoPro subscription yearly plan, or alternatively I think 500 euros. The filter is 70 euros and the media mod is 75 euros as well, and then the mount itself I think you get with the GoPro. Anyway, in addition we have also speedometer camera, but we now are going a bit next level because the car and its noise, speaking of which, by the way, the wing is also not stock, it's a GTS wing. The car and its noise deserve some extra attention. So first of all, look at this bad boy. We're running the Sony FX3 camera. Then in addition, Zeiss CP3 lens, with the lens alone is 5,000 euro. The camera is also like 4.7 or something, or 4.3 mounts. And then finally the microphone, the recorder is itself I think over 500 to 600 euros. And that mic over there is 2 grand. Yep. So it's about 15,000 euro worth of mods on camera equipment alone to capture the diff whine in the best way possible, hopefully. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. One more important thing, we could not get a CPL filter for the lens or an ND filter. We did get the small rake attachment, but we still need to figure out what kind of filters do fit into here. So therefore there might be a reflection of the window, there might be not enough motion blur that you usually have. We can all blame it on Adrian because he's the film guy.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Cool, anyway, enough talking. I hope you guys enjoyed the lap. First, a quick how it was, how it looks on GoPro, so you can then have a comparison with the expensive gear and you can tell us if it makes sense. Long story short, probably not, but sometimes like, hey, you can spend all that money on a fancy car, drive it for 2 laps, and then as a YouTuber think like, how do I keep my audience entertained? Let's put a wrap on it, let's put the exhaust in it, make a video about that. Or invest in the camera gear, and hopefully you guys love it and enjoy. Alright, let's hop in and do a lap. And that's it. Before I'm gonna say something about the car, for you the question, is it worth all the extra money, the extra gear? Did you enjoy it? I hope you did, and we will be doing more of these kinds of videos. Yeah, and quickly about the car. I mean, just like, I don't know, meeting your ex-girlfriend and hooking up with her again, and then you remember that she's a bit bitchy still, Trustreiche, but she has a temper, but you know what she's going to do, and overall, it's such an emotional and amazing machine. George did a very good job over winter with rebuilding the car and setting it up, because the setup is really good, really predictable, and I really loved it. So, driver excuse mandatory. We switched off the traction control to make sure that all the 14-year-olds would be satisfied. Therefore, the first, I would say, quarter of a lap, I took it slightly easy to make sure that the AR1 semi-slicks would get some temperature in them. We could have gone for a second lap on the optimal tire pressure and tire temperature, but to be honest, what's the point? It's not the point of the video. We're not setting any lap records. This was good as it gets. It was, for me, really, really good. But of course, we're on YouTube, so it's up to you to decide, was it worth it, was it good? And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, you know, all these things. Anyway, we're gonna go and drive some other cars, which you will probably see tomorrow on the channel. So until then, thanks for watching, and see you then. Bye-bye.